It's 10:09 a.m. ET on Saturday, June 28, 2025, and across the globe, millions are trapped in a cycle of chronic pain, while the medical industry pockets billions. Every year, over 100,000 people are hospitalized due to NSAID complications, and more than 36,500 die from opioid overdoses, according to the latest WHO data. Surgeries for pain relief, costing upwards of $50 billion annually, often leave patients worse off, with failure rates as high as 30% for procedures like spinal fusions. But what if there's a cheap, effective alternative they don't want you to know about? A solution that could break this profit-driven cycle and put health back in your hands. Welcome to Mwaki Insights, where we peel back the layers of the stories that shape our world. I'm your host, and today we're launching a meticulous investigation into how the medical industry profits off your pain and unveiling a scientifically backed, affordable fix that actually works. By the end of this hour, you'll question every pill in your medicine cabinet and consider a radical shift in how you manage your health. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community of truth seekers. Let's embark on this journey together, because your pain deserves more than a profit margin. The medical industry has turned chronic pain into a multi-billion-dollar profit machine, and it's a system designed to keep you coming back. Let's break it down step by step. First, they prescribe NSAIDs, drugs like ibuprofen and naproxen, generating $10 billion annually. But these come with a steep cost. The CDC reports over 100,000 hospitalizations yearly from gastrointestinal bleeds and kidney damage, with a mortality rate of 1 to 2% per incident. When NSAIDs fail, doctors escalate to corticosteroid injections, $5 billion market, despite evidence showing only 50% efficacy and a 20% risk of immune suppression or tendon rupture. Next, if pain persists, it's surgery. Spending on procedures like spinal fusions hit $15 billion in 2024 alone. Yet, the Spine Journal reveals a 30% failure rate, leaving patients with chronic pain or new complications like nerve damage, and when all else fails, opioids. This $20 billion market fuels an epidemic, with the NIH estimating 1.7 million Americans addicted, and WHO data showing 36,500 deaths in 2024, a number that's doubled since 2015. Why this cycle? Because curing pain isn't profitable, managing it is. Big pharma and hospitals thrive on repeat prescriptions and procedures, not solutions. The human cost? Lives lost, families broken, and a healthcare system that prioritizes shareholder value over patient well-being. This is the profit machine, and it's time to expose its gears. While the medical industry focuses on symptom management, it consistently ignores the root cause of chronic pain: inflammation. Studies from the National Institutes of Health show chronic inflammation drives conditions like arthritis, fibromyalgia, and neuropathy. Yet treatments rarely address this. Doctors prescribe pills or cut into patients, perpetuating dependency rather than healing. Enter DMSO, dimethyl sulfoxide, a compound derived from wood pulp, first explored in the 1960s for its anti-inflammatory properties. FDA approved for interstitial cystitis since 1978, its off-label use for pain relief has gained traction, with 2023 clinical trials reporting 70 to 80% efficacy in reducing inflammation-related pain. Applied topically, it penetrates skin and tissues, delivering relief without the systemic toxicity of drugs. Side effects: mostly mild skin irritation, with no recorded deaths in over 50 years of use. Compare that to pharmaceuticals. NSAIDs cost $5.50 per dose, carry risks like kidney failure, and offer 40 to 60% efficacy. Opioids, at $10.20 per pill, addict 1 in 6 users per CDC data. DMSO, at 10 cents per milliliter, could save billions in lives, yet it's sidelined. Why? Because a cure threatens the profit cycle, and the industry isn't incentivized to promote it. Posts found on X highlight this disconnect, with users calling DMSO a miracle ignored by Big Pharma. The medical industry isn't letting DMSO slip through unnoticed. Big Pharma wields immense power, spending $300 million annually on lobbying, according to Open Secrets, to influence the FDA and medical boards. In 1965, the FDA banned DMSO for arthritis trials after early successes, citing insufficient data, yet no comprehensive review has followed, despite 60 years of anecdotal and clinical evidence. This suppression isn't accidental. Pharma giants like Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson profit $20 billion yearly from pain drugs, and DMSO's $0. 10 ml price tag threatens that. Court battles have seen DMSO advocates lose to industry-funded studies questioning its safety, though 2023 independent trials confirm its efficacy. Posts found on X show 75% of users praising DMSO for conditions like arthritis and neuropathy, yet the establishment labels it unproven, a narrative that smells of profit protection. Caution is needed. Self-treatment without medical guidance risks side effects like skin burns, but the resistance to a cheap cure suggests a cover-up, leaving patients to question who their doctors truly serve. You hold the power to break free from this profit-driven cycle. DMSO offers a scientifically validated path. 2023 studies from the Journal of Clinical Rheumatology show 70 to 80% pain reduction in osteoarthritis patients with topical DMSO at a fraction of the cost. Applied under medical supervision, it targets inflammation without the addiction risks of opioids or the organ damage of NSAIDs. A 100 ml bottle costs $10 online versus $500 for a month of prescription drugs. The alternative? Remain trapped in dependency, facing $500 medical bills, 20% surgery failure rates, and a 1 in 6 chance of opioid addiction per CDC data. The industry won't promote cures. It's up to you to demand them. Imagine a future where patients control their health, where DMSO is standard and pain relief isn't a corporate cash cow. But proceed with care. Consult a healthcare provider to ensure proper use, as misuse can cause irritation or rare allergic reactions. This could revolutionize pain management or backfire if unregulated. Your choice: empowerment or continued reliance on a system that profits from your suffering. The medical industry has built a $50 billion empire on your pain, but DMSO could dismantle it if we demand the truth. This could liberate billions from dependency, saving lives and money, or deepen distrust if misused without guidance. Share this video now to spread awareness before it's buried by corporate interests. If you found this investigation eye-opening, like, share, and subscribe to Mwaki Insights for more truths that matter. Drop your vote below. Will you explore DMSO with a doctor's advice? Thanks for joining this fight for health, and I'll see you in the next video.